Has today's reality convinced you that you're simply not meant to become wealthy unless you inherit money from your family? Have they trained your mind to believe that a job should be your only source of income and that owning a business is something reserved only for the rich? I'm James Vance, an investment expert, and in this video, I'm going to help you start your own business. Not just any business, but one that can keep making you money without you lifting a finger, whether you're at work, relaxing at home, or even asleep. In this video, I'll show you 5 business ideas that represent years of trial, error, profits, and losses from people who built wealth from absolutely nothing. And the 5th idea is my own personal experience, which I'll share as a special bonus for everyone who watches until the very end. Let's begin. Number 1. Vending machines. Imagine waking up in the morning, checking your phone, and discovering that dozens of people bought products from your business overnight while you were fast asleep. The secret? A single vending machine. The same machines you see in universities, hospitals, airports, train stations, hotels, and shopping malls selling coffee, soft drinks, snacks, candy, and other quick meals without a single employee standing beside them. A customer walks up, chooses a product, pays, and receives it within seconds. Meanwhile, you could be watching a movie at home, enjoying a vacation, or sleeping comfortably while your machine continues generating revenue around the clock. A brand new vending machine typically costs between $2,500 and $7,000, depending on its size, features, and payment system. If you're trying to reduce your startup costs, you can also buy a used machine for much less. Maintenance is surprisingly simple. Most of the work involves restocking the products, cleaning the machine from time to time, and fixing the occasional minor issue. If you invest in a reliable machine, none of these tasks take very long. But here's the real secret. The machine itself isn't what makes the money. The location does. Place it somewhere with very little foot traffic, and it may barely make a sale. But place that exact same machine inside a busy university with thousands of students, a crowded hospital, or a shopping mall visited by hundreds of people every day. And it can become an employee that works 24 hours a day without asking for a salary, vacations, or sick leave. Many owners earn hundreds of dollars per month from just one well-placed machine after covering the cost of inventory. Some earn considerably more. And perhaps the best part of this business is how easily it scales. Once your first machine pays for itself, you buy a second one, then a third, then a fourth. Before long, you could own an entire network of vending machines spread across your city, all generating income at the same time. That's when you truly understand what passive income feels like. You're no longer trading your time for money. You've built an asset that works for you. But what if you don't like dealing with coffee, drinks, or snacks that can expire? What if you want a business that requires almost no inventory and very little day-to-day attention? Well, you're going to love the next idea. Punch machines. But what if the idea of selling coffee, drinks, or products that can expire doesn't appeal to you? What if you wanted a machine that doesn't need inventory, doesn't require restocking every day, and makes money simply because people want to have fun? Welcome to the second idea. The punch machine. A simple machine that measures the power of a person's punch. At first glance, it might look like just an entertainment device. But behind this simple game is a very interesting business model. Because humans have always been fascinated by challenges. Everyone wants to know, how strong am I? Can I beat my friend's score? Can I get the highest number today? And that's exactly what makes this machine so attractive. You can place it in a busy location such as a shopping mall, entertainment center, arcade, tourist area, or any place where people gather. A person approaches the machine. They pay around $2 per attempt, or even more depending on the location. Then they throw their strongest punch, and instantly they get their result. But here's where the magic happens. It rarely stays with one person. One person tries it. Then their friend says, "Let me see if I can beat you." Then another person joins. And suddenly, a small crowd starts forming around the machine. People are laughing. People are competing. And one after another, dollars keep entering the machine. The reason this business works so well is because it doesn't only sell a service. It sells an experience. The best part? Unlike vending machines, you don't have to worry about expired products, inventory management, or constantly buying new stock. But maybe you're thinking, what if I want a machine that attracts not only adults, but children, teenagers, and families too? Then the next idea might be exactly what you're looking for. Business idea number 3, claw machines. You've probably seen them before. Those glass machines filled with toys and prizes where people use a small claw to try and grab a reward. They might look like simple entertainment machines, but they are actually built around one of the strongest human emotions, the desire to win. The concept is incredibly simple. You buy toys and prizes in bulk at very low prices. Then you place them inside the machine. A customer puts in $1. The claw moves. They try to grab the prize. Sometimes they succeed, but many times they don't. And that's when psychology takes over. The person thinks, "I was so close. I know what I did wrong. One more try and I'll get it." So they try again and again. Sometimes, someone may spend several dollars before finally winning a toy that cost you much less. But the interesting part is, the moment they win, their excitement increases. They feel like they finally understood the machine. And many people decide to try again for another prize. This is why these machines can keep generating revenue for hours. Children love them. Teenagers love them. Even adults stop and try their luck. Business idea number 4. Self-service laundromats. Imagine owning a business that operates 24 hours a day without employees, without a cashier, and without you being there. A customer walks in, loads their clothes into a washing machine, pays, and the cycle starts automatically. Once the wash is finished, they move everything into a dryer and pay again. Meanwhile, you could be at work, spending time with your family, or even asleep. Yes, the initial investment is higher than the previous ideas, but laundry is something people will always need. And if you choose the right location, your machines can keep serving customers and generating income for years. Business idea number 5. Weight and height measuring machines. Now we've reached the final idea, the one I promised at the beginning, and it's actually my favorite. If I were starting a simple semi-passive business today, this would be one of my first choices. The idea is incredibly simple. Buy several weight and height measuring machines and place them in front of busy pharmacies. I would make a deal with each pharmacy owner. They provide the space. I give them a small percentage of the revenue. They earn extra income without investing a single dollar. And I get access to a location where people already visit every day. Even better, the pharmacy staff naturally keep an eye on the machine, reducing the risk of damage or misuse. After that, there's very little left to do. Just visit occasionally, make sure everything is working properly, and collect the earnings. One machine may not generate a fortune, but 4 or 5 machines placed in great locations can create a steady stream of income month after month. The biggest lesson? Don't waste time searching for customers. Place your business where the customers already are.